Welcome to Convergence with Karen Holton, Episode 9 on People for People Radio. Find out how the personal is political as we explore the politics here on Earth, the exopolitics of our galaxy, and how these intersect with spiritual transformation through my unique perspective. Just to catch you up, in Convergence, Episodes 1, 2, and 3, I presented my observations about the current political climate here on Earth and some history to support my opinions. Then in Episodes 4, 5, and 6, I talked about my experiences as an exopolitical ambassador and other ET experiences. In Episode 7, I talked about some nefarious technologies that may be holding some of you back mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I introduced you to an overview of the Quantum Health Transformation course materials. In Episode 8, I shared my latest version of the Quantum Health Transformation Program, Step 9, where we learned more about the practical application of quantum physics, and we examined the benefits of doing light-shadow integration work. This includes some very good exercises to help you to become the change that you wish to see in this world. While you are viewing Episode 8, do not feel overly anxious about your shadow side. Instead, appreciate that we all have one and we all have much work to do. If this is your first time joining us, I encourage you to check out the archives here on People for People Radio or my YouTube channel to find all of the episodes of Convergence. Today, this is a live interactive show, so please post your questions in the comment section and I will do my best to answer them. And thank you for joining me. Today, I will talk more about the Quantum Health Transformation Program and introduce you to Steps 8 and 7, which are the next two steps as we cover this material in reverse order. All of the information that I'm presenting here was received as part of a spiritual download, and I believe the details are from the Living Library, which is also known as the Akashic Records, and is integrated with my personal life experience and training. I want to remind you that this system of quantum health transformation works well for me. However, you must synthesize this information and take only that which serves you. At the very least, it is my hope that you will be stimulated to seek your own inner wisdom. The information that I am sharing today complements Step 9 as we continue to open our minds and expand our awareness. We will cover soothe and integrate our male and female energies to give us more quantum balance in our lives. You may want to come back and listen to each episode again as they contain a lot of information and some deeper concepts to consider. Here is a brief overview of what to expect today. Quantum Health Transformation Step 8 is designed for those who wish to feel more grounded, to soothe the mind, body, and soul, and to change belief patterns, making way for quantum recovery and personal evolution. It provides solutions to those who feel stressed out, anxious, or depressed. It provides alternative coping mechanisms and methods to improve sleep. It improves self-care, self-soothing, and self-centering practices. You might be wondering, how is Quantum Health Transformation Step 8 different from other lifestyle programs? It combines ancient wisdom with cutting-edge spiritual, environmental, and personal grounding techniques. It provides an alternative bio-psycho-spiritual approach to lifestyle. And it provides a second foundation to the complete Quantum Health Transformation Lifestyle Program through opening the mind and raising awareness. Step 8, Red, Grounding and Birth of Core Belief Systems will teach you some environmental, personal and spiritual grounding techniques, effective steps for advanced gratitude and appreciation. It will teach you about some often overlooked sources of unconditional love and how to do grounding outdoors and improve internal environments. It speaks to how grooming, stretching, and posture energetically improve the health of the body, mind, and soul, and how to fuel a robust heart torus field. And it also offers methods of establishing positive belief systems and ways to put them into action. Quantum Health Transformation Step 8 Red, Grounding and Birth of Core Belief Systems. There are 3 kinds of grounding for health: spiritual, environmental, and personal grounding. Spiritual grounding includes gratitude and appreciation, and accepting unconditional love from people and other living things. Environmental grounding includes spending time in nature and the use of orgone generators, also called orgonite, indoors. Personal grounding includes self-grooming, stretching, and posture. So we'll start by talking a bit about spiritual grounding. Start where you are right now. Think of and look around for things to appreciate. This is easier to do when you feel positive. If you are in a negative mood, feeling sad, or bored or lonely, find yourself a comfortable spot to relax and empty your mind of negative thoughts and worries to find a neutral space. As you begin to feel calmer, look for things to appreciate from your immediate surroundings. Even if your circumstances are wretched and you can't think of anything to appreciate, look outside and consider the sky. Now, remember that even if it's cloudy and we cannot see the sun and the stars, they are always there on the other side of the gloom. The sun and stars are always shining, and I appreciate that very much. Likewise, when we feel badly and things seem to not be progressing as we had hoped, there are good things everywhere to be grateful for. A warm bath, my favorite music, and the beauty of nature are just a few examples. From this point, dwell on pleasant things, and soon you will find something to appreciate and be grateful for. This process puts you into positive alignment with everything. Soon you will experience a gratitude snowball effect, and you will feel much better. Grounding your soul this way will attract good things into your life. It has been my experience that genuine gratitude works like a magic wand. The world around me seems to change as though I'm jumping from one-dimensional reality to quite another. You may also wish to learn to accept unconditional love from other beings, including your pets, which is very grounding to your soul. Also, during times of isolation, many have benefited greatly from accepting unconditional love from strangers who sometimes live a long way away through social media. There are many spiritual healers who send out their love daily. Some even offer daily transformational email messages like Messages from the Universe or Abraham Hicks. Their positive influence travels the 4th and 5th dimensions of our world, so time and space do not hinder the unconditional love that they project. And of course, nothing shares love like a warm, furry friend. Dogs are so wonderful to offer us their unconditional love. And cats are very helpful, even if they are more independent. No wonder felines were so valued in ancient societies. They emit grounding and healing frequency when they purr. Pets have so much love to offer. And if you find yourself without a human or a furry friend for companionship, hug a tree. All living things are very grounding to the human soul. And this leads us on to the next section, environmental grounding. Number 2, environmental grounding. I guarantee you will feel better and more grounded when you are out of doors. Physical contact with earth, grass, water, sand, etc. restores the natural frequency of our bodies. The resonant frequency of a human being is about 70 megahertz when we are insulated, but it matches the resonant frequency of the earth, which is about 7 megahertz to 12 megahertz, when we make physical contact with it. Technology unnaturally raises our resonant frequency to levels we are not able to cope with, and only by dropping back down to a level which matches the earth do we begin to heal and recover. So get outside and make contact as often as you can. Sometimes we cannot go outside to make contact with the earth. During the winter here at Red Deer, Alberta, which is in Canada, the temperatures often dip to minus 20 degrees Celsius or much lower for at least 4 months of the year. In this case, if you cannot go out to make contact with the earth, I highly recommend a daily grounding bath. Although a daily bath is relaxing and it keeps you nice and clean, it does so much more. I recommend using very warm water, but not scalding hot. Add Epsom salts and sea salts to soothe the body and increase conductivity. You may also add any pleasing combination of essential oils, spices like sandalwood or rosemary, your favorite crystals, and disc-shaped orgone generators. The plumbing, which is attached to your bath, is grounded to the earth. And when we add salts, the water becomes very conductive, and our personal energy is grounded through the water to the plumbing and down to the earth. This is why a bath can be so deeply relaxing and grounding. By adding other components like essential oils or spices, we introduce healing elements and raise the frequency of our bodies. When we add crystals and disc-shaped orgone generators, we are restructuring the water to reflect the frequency of the crystals and the healing effects of orgone. As an added benefit, your crystals and orgone generators are effectively recharged by taking them into a salty bath with you. Feel free to experiment. I find that sandalwood has a warming effect, peppermint has a cooling effect, and rosemary helps to strengthen memory. Orange essential oils improve mood, and all citrus oils help to heal the skin. Frankincense gives me an overall feeling of soothing comfort. Do some research and look for the healing and inspiring properties of the many essential oils available. Just make sure that they are organic and do not contain any solvents, impurities, or artificial fragrance. In my experience, cheap essential oils have little effect, but the more expensive and well-known brands are more helpful. High-quality essential oils are also more concentrated, so in the long run, they actually save you money because you use much less. You do not need to be an expert to find the spices, essential oils, crystals, or orgone generators that will benefit you the most. You will naturally be attracted to the ones you need. Trust your instincts. I also recommend acquiring grounding devices for use indoors, and buy some orgone generators, also known as orgonite. For details on how these amazing devices work and how to benefit from them, visit my website and click the Free Resources tab. You will find many videos about my personal brand called Zendome's Orgonite, which produce healing resonant frequencies of about 786,000 kilohertz, which is beneficial for people, pets, and even your plants. To learn the basics and see my current selection, visit my online shop at www.karenholtonhealthcoach.com. There are multiple health benefits reported from regularly keeping orgonite nearby. The crystals are under pressure, so they become piezoelectric. As a result, they emit their specialized healing vibrations, and they form an inaudible symphony of healing frequencies, which clear all of the chakras as they relax the body. Zendome's orgone generators interact with the natural crystal salts found in our fluids and tissues in our bodies. Further, each of my designs are unique, handmade, and ethically sourced. They are also double charged for maximum effect. Orgone generators also dramatically diminish the harmful effects of EMF radiation, that's electromagnetic frequencies, produced by man-made technologies, and they amplify crystal healing vibrations to purify the atmosphere and produce negative ions, which stimulate positive mood and well-being. Orgonite is made by combining crystals from the quartz family, other life-enhancing piezoelectric crystals, along with a mix of organic resin with metal shavings. This produces a compound which attracts and converts electromagnetic frequency, or EMFs, and other negative energies by retuning them into new and more positive frequencies. All Zendome's orgone generators are self-cleansing and can easily be recharged by exposing them to sunshine, salt water, or high-frequency music. Electromagnetic frequencies come from cell phones, cordless phones, mobile antennas, smart meters, broadcast towers, electrical security systems, and more. The higher the frequency, the greater the risk to health. For example, microwaves are very high frequency, or VHF radiation, and they compose a significant health risk. Many cell phone towers operate in the microwave range, so there are many good reasons to grid your home with Zendome's orgonite. When orgonite is within range of a source of DOR, or negative energy, it will efficiently and continuously transform it into POR, or positive energy, as it is being transmitted. This essentially creates a positive energy transmitter out of any and all emitters of harmful negative energy, like cell phones, Wi-Fi, corded and cordless devices. Environmental grounding leads to number 3, personal grounding. Personal grounding includes self-grooming, stretching and posture. We are a grooming species, and we require daily massage and movement of the body in order to clear our energy pathways, align our chakras, and strengthen our flow of energy, which is sometimes called chi or prana, 0 point, or even Holy Spirit. These practices are foundational for improving the health of the body, mind, and soul. Self-grooming involves massaging unprocessed fruit and vegetable source oils, combined with organic essential oils into the skin. Start with the top of the head and work down. Massage from hands to shoulders, feet to hips, and trunk towards the heart. Use small circular motions on your hands, elbows, shoulders, feet, knees, and hips, while using long stroking motions on your forearms, upper arms, lower legs, and thighs. This is very soothing to your body and your mind, and is a great way to expand self-love and healing. You will feel totally amazing if you do it right after the bath that I have suggested. Stretching the body also unblocks the energy centers and stimulates circulation while preparing the body for movement. Techniques like yoga, Tai Chi, and Qigong seem to work the best, but any stretching is better than none as long as it does not cause you pain. Mimicking the way a pet stretches or the natural flow of the trees and water are also very beneficial and grounding. If you are not used to a stretching routine, try stretching your body first thing in the morning within the comfort of your bed. Stretching also helps your body posture to realign itself. Posture is also important for health. When we carry our bodies physically in alignment, our energy does not get pinched off and it flows freely. To correct my posture, I followed the advice of a dance instructor who recommended that I simply raise my sternum as often as possible and keep it held high. This not only improved my posture, but increased my self-esteem too. I look and I feel more confident. I certainly can breathe deeper and more comfortably when I do this practice. For more details, there are oodles of instructions on how to do self-massage, stretch, and correct posture on the internet. Experiment until you find that which works best for you. Self-grooming with massage, stretching the body, and posture all have good effect on your energetic system called your chakras. Chakras send and receive photonic energy. They serve as wheels and gates for your biophotonic energy system. These must all be free-flowing to ensure health and well-being. Each chakra responds to a specific, measurable, energetic wave pattern called a frequency. Each of these frequencies has a measurable bandwidth, and it is interesting that these frequencies correspond to the solfeggio scale and the color light spectrum. Each chakra energy center supports a different part of the body and area of well-being, because the chakras drive the meridian system, which is accessed for healing during acupuncture, acupressure, reflexology, and other healing modalities. The chakras open the gates to the meridian systems and supply energy to corresponding areas of the body for health. Your chakras are energetic and your meridian systems are also energetic. The effects of Zen Dome's organites are also energetic and therefore are great tools for revitalizing your personal chakra and meridian systems. When we take time to ground, stretch, and groom, we clear and support our chakras, which strengthens our heart's torus field. A vibrant heart torus field improves our health and brings us into alignment with our desires for a more comfortable, successful existence. It is at the heart of manifesting that which we desire. Our heart torus field radiates outward for at least 10 feet in our three-dimensional reality, and further on the fourth and fifth dimensional levels, where we are all connected. Heal yourself, and you literally heal the world. And for more research online, I suggest that you look into the Heart Math Institute. So now we're going to move on to birth of new core belief systems. Let's assume that you have watched... Oh, we got a question from the chat. Before I move on, I'm going to take a look at that. Oh, I can't find it. Well, yes, music is absolutely also important for raising frequency. So let's assume that you have watched Quantum Health Transformation Step 9 as presented in Convergence Episode 8, and have already done some light shadow integration work. Now consider the new attributes you wish to emerge from yourself and qualities that you already possess but wish to strengthen. Approach this information without judgment, as though you are cafeteria-style shopping for an improved sense of self. At this point, you do not need to do anything to bring about the desired changes. Just be aware of what you want and of the areas that you wish to improve or strengthen. Frequently meditate on these qualities as you do your grounding exercises. Prayer also works well. Once you accept your whole self, work on loving yourself unconditionally. Think of yourself as a younger, less experienced being in need of guidance. Now is the time to develop an internal parent who can guide the younger version of you. This is the beginning of finding your inner guru who will guide you as you evolve into a healthier person and grow spiritually. This requires you to practice self-love and discipline. Think about what a good parent might be like and remain non-judgmental and very patient with yourself. I also recommend that you write out positive affirmations that you like and post them in conspicuous places. Your subconscious mind will accept them even if you are not actively reading or repeating them to yourself. Just keep them in visual range. Switch them out from time to time and make use of the granddaddy of all affirmations. I love and accept myself unconditionally right now. Other favorites of mine are, I freely forgive myself and all others, and I let go of the past. And another one that I use frequently is, every day and in every way I am better and better. As previously mentioned, subscribe to daily reminders like Mike Dooley's Messages from the Universe and quotes from Abraham Hicks. These two resources have helped to inspire me very much over the years. Step 8, conclusion. Ground first, then affirm new core beliefs about yourself. I recommend the following free resources to assist with this step. Click the Free Resources tab on my website to find my published articles, my quantum health blog, and my audio podcasts. I also recommend my professional support services, which are found under the Shop tab of my website. To find the Step 8 primer and workshop videos, visit www.karenholtonhealthcoach.com/videos/step-8/. This concludes Step 8. Please feel free to contact me for more information and for assistance with your wellness program. Now, before we delve into Step 7, let's look at our postmodern culture. Since the 1990s, we have been inundated with postmodern thought, which tears down obsolete and destructive ways of thinking. This gave rise to a very critical analysis of society called Deconstructionism. Although it has its place, the flaw in this type of analysis is that it is anti-productive to positive creativity and growth. One can spend so much time going down one rabbit hole of analysis after another that the joy of being creative beings is forgotten and lost. This leads to much unhappiness. But once we shift from looking at what's wrong with the world and focus on what is healthy and beneficial, everything changes. Things are what they are. The Nubby Ball tool will help you to see that there is a brighter side to it all. At first, it may take some discipline, but soon you will get better at finding a grateful place in your mind and heart. And now you're ready to get on with creating a whole new way of being. Change yourself and you change the world. It is time for a new peaceful era. Keep dreaming. Desire peace and harmony. Learn to mind your own business. Focus on yourself. Turn your negative attributes into positive ones. Challenge yourself. Discover your inner guru who will not police your every thought, intention, and action, but will lovingly guide you and reveal your own attitudes that might be holding you back. Become your own compassionate observer. Be patient with yourself and frequently reward your successes. Now it is time to consider male-female integration techniques. Similar to light-shadow work, male-female integration gives you more awareness and power to achieve your goals. This work will not change who you are, as both genders exist within us, whether we realize it or not. We will now consider Step 7 Orange, Developing New Core Belief Systems, and Male-Female Integration with Transgender Identity, which is designed for those who wish to find quantum balance, bypass the gender stereotypes, and incorporate the best traits into our own unique way of knowing and being. It challenges and assists us to overcome self-limiting beliefs. It teaches you how to create more inner peace, abundance, and self-acceptance. It replaces gender stereotypes with the best traits from societal and cultural norms. You might be wondering, how is Quantum Health Transformation Step 7 different from other lifestyle programs? First of all, it allows for self-empowerment through self-integration. It provides the third foundation to the complete Quantum Health Transformation Lifestyle Program through opening the mind and raising awareness. It opens one up to new paradigm possibilities. Step 7 Orange, Developing New Core Belief Systems and Male-Female Energy Integration will teach you methods to cast off undesired gender stereotypes. It gives you enormous freedom to express as truly unique individuals. It provides the basic mechanics of gender diversity. It offers self-empowerment through self-creation and self-identity. It helps us to view common belief systems from a fresh perspective and to increase self-awareness through self-integration. It assists us to find our balance energetically and mentally to increase personal power. And it teaches us more about the divine feminine and divine masculine that are within. In Step 8, I suggested ways to give birth to new core belief systems. If you have not already done so, watch Quantum Health Transformation Step 8 Red, Grounding and Birth of Core Belief Systems, primer and live videos. Once you have considered this information and have done the recommended exercises, you will be well on your way to loving yourself unconditionally. You are now ready to further develop your new core belief systems. It is important to note that you can keep your preferred gender flair if you like. Androgyny is not the goal unless this is your choice. Start by writing down 2 lists. One list with the cultural attributes you consider to be female, and another list for those traits that you consider to be male. You will find positive and negative things on your lists because everything casts a shadow. Select the attributes from both of your lists which you wish to own and strengthen, and choose to let go of the ones that no longer serve you. This is your life, and only you can decide how to be. Incorporate the desired traits into your affirmation visualization program, and soon you will see the benefits of integrating cultural male and female ways of being into a new, improved sense of self. Remember that we are not only physical, but are also energetic beings. Female energy governs the left side of the body, and male energy governs the right. Do your own research. Female and male energy is called yin and yang. Although the yin-yang symbol appears to be binary, it is actually spinning fast enough to blend both sides into one. A balance is vital for health, as recognized for centuries by many Asian cultures. Find your balance energetically and mentally to increase your personal power. Now I want to speak a little bit to the physical application of this lesson, which I'm going to call gender mechanics. And I think there's never been a better time to explore what this actually means with all the new information that's coming out today. So I want to stress that all humans are one species and we're one race. And we are gender neutral at conception. Only when specific hormones are made available or not available in utero are the external or internal genitalia determined, which we designate as male and female. However, when specific hormones are over or undersupplied, a female person with XX chromosomes could be born with external genitalia, creating the appearance of being male. And a male person with XY chromosomes could be born with internal genitalia, creating the appearance of being female. Genitalia are necessary for reproduction, but have little bearing on our personality, character, thinking, or ways of being. It might surprise you to know that most of what we describe as typically male or typically female behavior and ability is culturally constructed and conditioned because these behaviors are dictated by the fancy of the ruling class. When we realize that our cultural socialization is no longer of benefit to us, it begins to disintegrate, revealing our true nature and authentic selves. We soon realize that we are part of a gender continuum, and we have both male and female qualities. If we feel at our best with one or the other extreme of gender designation, which is male or female, and this matches our genitalia, then we are located at one of the two poles on a gender nubby ball. The midpoint, or the equator, would represent androgyny. As you have learned from step 9, all things can be analyzed as a nubby ball. There are infinite possibilities of where our authentic selves and gender identity may be located on the nubby ball. Most of us fall somewhere between the two poles of extreme. Realizing this gives us enormous freedom to express as the unique individuals we truly are, and not as gender stereotypes. Are you aware that many common things affect the location of our genitalia and gender preference? The most common causes are prenatal exposure to androgens. Androgens are found in pesticides and insecticides. Toxins. Toxins are found in cleaning products and solvents. Other contaminants, like many pharmaceuticals, and inadequate nutrition are only some of the contributing factors. Lack of awareness, accountability, and compassion has contributed to the glut of toxic man-made chemicals that flood our world with products that directly influence fertility, genetics, and the gender of unborn babies. Androgens, toxins, and other contaminants like prescription medication affect both the egg and sperm of both parents. No wonder we have so many transgender children today. As a result, babies are sometimes born with ambiguous genitalia, and it's estimated that this would be 1 in every 200 births. I was really surprised by this statistic because I would have guessed that it was much less than that, but it's fairly common. It is still the standard medical practice to surgically turn all intersex babies into females. This often results in gender confusion and gender dysphoria later on as they mature. The dictionary definition of transgender, which is an adjective, reads something like this. Transgender is a catch-all term used to describe people who do not fit the strict polar dichotomy of male and female. This designation includes so many different ways of being that it's beyond the scope of this lesson to cover them all. Do some research if this topic interests you. There's plenty of information out there regarding gender diversity. Those on the gender continuum who wish to alter or disguise the appearance of their primary and secondary sex characteristics, along with behavior, either temporarily or permanently, are transsexual. Transsexual lifestyles may include cross-dresser, drag queen or drag king, transvestite, and fetish. Now, a cross-dresser is usually someone who likes to wear clothes of what they perceive as the opposite sex, and they generally do this for a sense of comfort. Drag queen and drag king are people who pass as the opposite sex for theatrical and entertainment purposes. Transvestite has to do with sexuality, and fetish has to do with the kink world. A transsexual person who wishes to permanently change their gender is commonly called F to M, female to male, or M to F, male to female. Usually, behavior modification and gender resocialization is required before gender reassignment surgery is possible. It is interesting to note that being gay, lesbian, or bisexual has nothing to do with gender identity. This is a whole different discussion regarding ways of loving and erotic desire. I personally know trans women who partner with men and others who partner with women, and the same is true for trans men. In other cases, some people self-identify as pansexual or pangender. Pansexual means that the individual can be sexually attracted to another human being regardless of where they fall on the gender continuum. You could say that they are not gay, bisexual, or straight. A pangendered individual does not hold a self-concept of being strictly male or female. They may self-identify as somewhere between the genders or of no gender at all. There's plenty of information easily available online for those who might want to know more about gender and/or sexuality. Now, getting back to quantum health transformation, once you consider cultural male-female integration techniques, you can expand your awareness of who you really are, cast off the gender stereotypes, and access your full potential. Now you can create your own unique gender preferences. Mix it up a bit until you find that which fits you, and feel free to change. Change this as often as you want as you evolve. Of course, it's still perfectly okay to identify culturally as strictly male or female if this makes you happy. Now, if we choose to, we can more fully develop the divine feminine and the divine masculine within. This adds to the balance of creation and anchors into our earthly grid both of these energies. Knowledge is power, and personal knowledge is personal power. Be all that you desire to be on your own terms. There is no universally accepted right or wrong, but it serves us to recognize that energetically we hold both energies and indeed need them to be fully human. You can break the chains that bind you. You have the power. It's you. It's always been you. Next, watch Quantum Health Transformation Step 7 Orange, Primer, and Live Workshop. This is found at www.karenholtonhealthcoach.com/videos/step-7/. And this concludes Quantum Health Transformation Step 7. Please feel free to contact me for more information and for assistance with your integration program. My services are found under the Shop tab on my website. I want to take a moment to mention that I am very grateful for all the forces and the beings that assist me with the production of this 9-step online course. This online course is absolutely free, and if you would like to help support my work, please consider purchasing some of my beautiful Zen Domes Organites. Due to the pandemic, we're having difficulty sourcing supplies, and so we are unable to make more at this time, but there is still plenty to choose from. I still have quite a few disc-shaped orgone generators available. I offer the 7 chakra orgonite disc set with engraved chakra symbols. Each disc is tuned to match each of your 7 chakras. I also have 3 round shields, which include crystal combinations for protection, abundance, and vitality. Then there is the Shungite collection featuring Shungite power discs, with each one has a Merkaba symbol, which also combines Shungite with clear quartz, rose quartz, citrine, or amethyst. These are perfect for placing under your pillow at night or to carry in your pocket or purse, and are very effective when they're added to a salty bath. Try them alone or in combination. So please join me for the next step in this online course called Step 6 Yellow, Detoxify and the Power of Emotions, which I'll present next week here on People for People Radio. In the meantime, here is an overview. Quantum Health Transformation Step 6 Part 1 is designed for those who wish to improve health and find a new level of physical well-being. It provides a holistic external detoxification program. It provides knowledge and understanding about the toxic elements we encounter daily and ways that we may be inadvertently poisoning ourselves. It provides methods to detoxify the external body and simple, non-toxic, inexpensive alternative solutions. So how is Quantum Health Transformation Step 6 Part 1 different from other lifestyle programs? It offers a self-paced, inexpensive, doable external detoxification program. It provides the latest findings about the toxic chemicals found in our personal care and cleaning products. It provides a comprehensive look at how we may be inadvertently poisoning ourselves and how this may be a contributing factor to disease and obesity. Step 6, Part 1, External Detoxification will teach you how to identify common personal care and cleaning products that are toxic, how to holistically care for the body, a historical account of ways that people prevented the spread of bubonic plague. It helps us to understand and learn how to make our own do-it-yourself personal care and cleaning products which cost only pennies, and about several sources to supply clean, healthy ingredients for those do-it-yourself products. Quantum Health Transformation Step 6 Part 2 is designed for those who wish to improve health and find a new level of physical well-being. It provides a holistic internal detoxification program. It provides knowledge and understanding about the toxic elements we encounter daily in the typical diet and ways that we may be inadvertently poisoning ourselves internally by consuming them. It provides easy methods to detoxify the internal body and simple solutions to feel better fast. How is Quantum Health Transformation Step 6 Part 2 different from other lifestyle programs? It offers a self-paced, daily, doable internal detoxification program. It provides the latest findings about the toxic chemicals we may be ingesting through food-like substances. It provides a comprehensive look at how food-like substances contribute to obesity and brain fog. Step 6 Part 2 Internal Detoxification will teach you how to identify food-like products that are toxic, how to identify real, health-restoring foods, how to holistically care for the body, to identify more ways that we inadvertently poison ourselves, and tips to help you to deal with food addiction and obesity. It also provides a daily, doable, but comprehensive detoxification plan about several sources of food that are clean, healthy, and detoxifying, and about several food sources which boost health, metabolism, and your immune system. Quantum Health Transformation Step 6 Part 3 is designed for those who wish to improve their mental health and find a new way to benefit from the full range of emotions. It provides a holistic emotional detoxification program, provides knowledge and understanding about how our emotions work, and it provides helpful ways to interpret experiences and form better coping techniques. How is Quantum Health Transformation Step 6 Part 3 different from other lifestyle programs? It offers a self-paced, daily, doable, emotional detoxification program. It provides ways to make negative emotions work for you. It improves your internal communication system so you can experience more well-being. Step 6, Part 3, Emotional Detoxification will teach you how to identify food-like products that affect the opiate center of the brain and cause addiction, how to identify and listen to our internal guidance system, how to holistically care for the mind. It teaches you to understand the relationship between brain stress, mental and physical discomfort. It gives you tips to simplify the mental life, detoxify by shifting perspective. It helps us to build confidence and improve self-esteem, and to take care of our mind so that it can accept pleasure in the forms of happiness, peacefulness, and joyfulness. If you want to help create the change that you wish to see in the world, or make contact with ET, and or participate in the Intergalactic Resettlement Program, take exquisite care of the temple body, raise your vibrational frequency, and learn from the Quantum Health Transformation Program. Let me know if you have any questions about this or the Intergalactic Resettlement Program, and I will do my best to answer them on the next show. You can email me at forbiddentransformation@gmail.com. Join me and bring your friends as we go live at 2 p.m. Mountain Time every Tuesday here on People for People Radio. In Canada, we do this silly thing with the clocks called daylight savings time. So although we normally air at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, we are now airing at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. I'd like to give a special thank you to Gaz and Vanessa for hosting me and moderating for me on People for People Radio. And much love and light to you, the viewers. Thank you for sharing this time with me. If you would like to enjoy more of my content, check out my website at www.karenholtonhealthcoach.com. That's KarenHolton healthcoach.com, where you will find an abundance of free resources to assist with energetic ascension into physical, mental, and spiritual paradise. You will find the 9 Steps to Quantum Health Transformation, a free, no strings attached, comprehensive, online lifestyle course. You will also find the Quantum Guide Show, which I host, and I have interviews with awakened masters. Let them share their quantum work with you. I also co-host a show called Forbidden Transformation with Karen and Chris. And we teach people how to make positive ET contact, improve your life, and find your experiencer community. The Fringe View. Science fiction becomes science fact as you learn about my real-life paranormal and extraterrestrial experiences from my various podcasts. And if you would like to support my work, check out my online shop where you will find Zendome's Orgonite, as mentioned in this presentation, my unique brand of orgone generators. They're ethically sourced, they're handmade, and they're double charged for maximum effect. You might be wondering, what do you mean by ethically sourced? Well, what that means is they're not made in a factory and they're not made in a sweatshop. They're handmade by a friend of mine, and then I do work with them to double charge them through a quantum entanglement process. And you can read more about that on my website. I also offer a limited supply of comfort crystals. This is a limited collection of energetically infused semi-precious stones. I also offer quite a few different lifestyle services, workshops, assessments, and one-on-one support and coaching. And 3 of the new services that I've added in the last 6 months, one of them is Intuitive Time with Karen and Chris, where myself and Chris Matthew from Forbidden Knowledge News are willing to meet with people and share some time and some insight and some advice or whatever people want to talk about, whether it's ET or other paranormal experiences. I also offer spiritual support for anybody having any kind of spiritual issues. It can be traditional or non-traditional. It could be new age. It can be something that's totally your unique way of being spiritual. But sometimes we need a little bit of support, or sometimes we need someone to bounce our ideas off of in order to make it through the current level and move on to where we're aiming to go. And then, of course, I also have ET support for people who have experienced ET contact, whether it's pleasant or not very pleasant. I'm here to listen to what you have to say, believe and believe in your experience, validate your experience, and offer you some support. And then finally, I also offer some PDF downloads, which are printable, shareable copies of my different lessons. So again, my website is www.karenholtonhealthcoach.com. My email is forbiddentransformation@gmail.com. And of course, you can always find me here on People for People Radio, www.peopleforpeople.ning.com. And I now have 2 channels. I have my YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/C/Karen Holton TV, and my backup channel on Odyssey. Odyssey is spelled Odyssee. And you can find me at www.odyssey.com at Karen Holton TV. Thank you for joining me, and I'm sending much love to each and every one of you. I hope the rest of your week is fantastic. Mwah.